Good morning. This is call number 2021-38108. In the interest of Cassandra, Cassidy, and Arthur Savala, all parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, ma'am. Please state your name and your relationship to the children.
Lisa Salas, and I'm their mother.
Uh, and representing the Attorney General of the State of Texas.
Luis Regla.
All right. And court will note that the non-custodial parent is Arthur Savala. Mr.
Yes.
Savala was personally served on August 19th, 2021 at 11 a.m. at 700 North San Jacinto Street in Houston, Harris County, Texas. And he was given further notice of this Zoom hearing by certified mail return receipt requested. And he has not filed an answer or made an appearance. Is that correct, Mr. Regla?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, we'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Judge. And procedurally, I just ask the court to take judicial notice of the DNA testing results that are already in the court's file and to admit the exhibit as exhibit agent.
All right, DNA test report is would indicate that the alleged father, Arthur Savala, is not excluded as the biological father of the tested child, Cassandra Savala.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. I'll call the mother at this time. And Ms. Salas, can you tell me your full name one more time, please?
Lisa Marie Salas.
All right. And do you remember when, just a second, when Cassidy and Arthur were born, that you and the father signed a acknowledgement of paternity for each of them, swearing that he is the biological father of both Cassidy and Arthur?
Yes.
And in fact, the three of you used to live together as a family unit up until several years ago. Is that correct?
Correct.
Y'all separated at least since August 2017 during the time frame that you're asking for retroactive child support. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, from August of 2017 until we know he was incarcerated in Harris County Jail, May of last year. During those 45 months, did he give you any kind of money for child support?
No, sir.
And we unfortunately don't have proof that he made more than minimum wage during those 45 months. So during that time frame, are you requesting the court use the minimum wage guidelines for 3 children? For these 3 children at $343 a month times 45 months, totaling $15,435 guideline child support going backwards during that time frame. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. And in fact, he is, as far as you know right now, he is incarcerated on at least 5 felony charges and is awaiting trial. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, since he's been incarcerated in May of last year, through today's court day, we don't have any expectation he's going to get out anytime soon, given the number of felony charges he has and that he's been in almost a year now. Is that correct?
Yes.
Over the last 8 years that y'all have been separated, during that time frame, you've been acting as the sole managing conservator of your 3 kids. Is that right?
Correct.
So educational decisions, medical decisions, dentists, getting them up, getting them ready to go to school, taking care of them in every single way. You have done that without the help of this man. Is that right?
Correct.
And given that he's expected to be in jail or prison for a long time, you're requesting the court to continue that for you so you can continue to be the sole managing conservator of your kids.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And can you tell the court what happened the last time that the kids were with him that concerned you about Mr. Savala having access to your kids?
He was riding around with my kids while he was selling drugs. he fought with the wife in front of him and put hands on her in front of my kids.
And in fact, he is one of the felony charges he's incarcerated for is two charges of engaging in organized crime and possession of controlled substance for a group one. Is that correct?
Yes,
And do you know he actually was using drugs while he was out before jail?
yes, he was.
And are you concerned about him using drugs around your kids in the future when he's able to see them?
Yes, sir.
Given his criminal history and his acts when he's had the kids, are you asking the judge for a stage of supervised visits for 14 visits, first, third, and fifth Saturday, followed by a stage for 14 visits of Saturday afternoons, 1 to 5 p.m., first, third, and fifth Saturday, followed by 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for 14 visits on those same Saturdays, and 14 overnights from 6 p.m. Saturday to 6 p.m. Sunday before he gets to a standard possession order. Is that what you're requesting?
Yes,
Considering what he's done when he had your children in the past and in his criminal history and his lack of being able to take care of your kids, the few times he's seen them, are you asking, based on all that, the court grant this modified schedule of visits for your kids?
yes,
And is there a person, a relative of yours that is on good terms with him that the two of you could use for communicating about your kids going forward?
yes, that will be my mother.
Okay. And so going forward, you're requesting that she actually be the person to use to communicate back and forth with this man, should he want to use any of his periods of visits going forward. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're asking the court for an injunction that if he's going to see your kids, he has to abstain from the use of drugs and alcohol 12 hours prior to and during his visits with your kids.
Yes, sir.
All right. And you're requesting a neutral pickup and drop off at the Walmart South Shaver Street on Shaver Street over in Pasadena.
Yes, sir.
As far as we know, these are his only 3 children, correct?
Yes, sir.
Given the harassment and threats, both against his ex-spouse and against you and you as well, are you requesting that, given all that, the court allow you to keep your address and phone number confidential from him going forward, except for communicating through your mom about the kids?
Yes, sir.
He does not now know where you live currently. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you're asking that continue going forward based on all that?
Yes, sir.
And do you believe these orders are in the best interests of your children?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking the court to grant this default order against Mr. Zavala?
Yes, sir.
Judge, I'll pass the witness at this time.
All right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Okay, thank you, ma'am. You can disconnect.